guys like fairy tales? Have you ever heard of fractured fairy tales? All right, so a fractured fairy tale is when a new author takes an old fairy tale and changes it up a bit to make it fun or funnier or a little bit different. And our next book is a fractured fairy tale. It is called The Cat,
The Dog,
Little Red, The Exploding Eggs, The Wolf, and Grandma.
It all sounds a bit complicated to me.
There once was a sweet little girl who lived with her father and mother in a pretty little cottage at the edge of the village. She always wore a cape with a hood. It was red, which suited her so well that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood.
What's this?
It's a story about a little girl who always wears a red cape with a hood.
Cool! I love stories about superheroes. What's her superpower?
She doesn't have any superpowers. Kind of a story. It's just not that kind of a story.
What happened?
Well, one morning her mother asked Little Red Riding Hood to take a basket of eggs, butter, cake, and sweets to her grandmother.
So kindness is her super special power. What, does she hypnotize the bad guys into being nice? What kind of candy?
Look, do you want to hear the story or not?
I don't.
So, where was I? Oh, Little Red Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house when she met a wolf.
A wolf! Excellent! They're always the bad guys in stories like this. I'll bet you she zaps them with her kindness ray. Kindness.
She does not have a kindness ray. She has a basket of eggs and butter and cake and sweets.
Well, how does she fight crime then? Does she have some kind of cool flying gadget basket? Are they exploding eggs?
There's no kindness ray, no flying basket, and no exploding eggs. She's just a sweet little girl with terrible fashion sense on her way to see her grandmother.
All right, well, let's hear the rest of the story then.
Well, the wolf asked Little Red Riding Hood where she was going, and she said, to Grandma's house. So the wolf said, goodbye, and secretly headed to Grandma's house.
Hang on. Why doesn't Wolfman eat Hood Girl right then and there?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? How should I know why he didn't eat her?
I'm just wondering why the wolf prefers old ladies.
Anyway, the wolf arrived at Grandma's cottage and saw the old lady lying in bed. She jumped up when she saw the wolf and she locked herself in the closet.
I think the wolf needs to think bigger if he's going to be a supervillain. Maybe he could rob a bank on the way to Grandma's house.
Are you listening at all? Okay, so Grandma leaped out of bed and locked herself in the closet to be safe. And then the wolf put on some of Grandma's clothes and climbed into bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive.
Hang on. So now you're saying he does want to eat her?
Yes. Anyway, this is my favorite part. She arrived and said, what big eyes you have, Grandma. And the wolf replied, all the better to see you with.
She's not very bright, is she? I mean, if there were a wolf dressed up as my grandmother, I'd have noticed right away.
And Little Red Riding Hood said, what a big nose you have, Grandma. And the wolf replied, all the better to smell you with, my dear.
Let me see that book.
And she said, what big teeth you have, Grandma. And the wolf said, oh, the better to eat you up.
Yikes!
But just at the last moment, Little Red Riding Hood's father arrived and chopped off the wolf's head with an axe. And they lived happily ever after.
Oh, I don't think the wolf was very happy in the end. Let me see if I have this right. The Red Hood is on her way to help an old lady when she meets the Wolfman. He has an evil plan. He likes to dress up in girls' clothes and eat people. He and Red have a big battle, and Red's father puts an end to Wolfie.
Well, sort of.
is a children's book?
That's it. I'm leaving. Find your own book to read.
Well, wait, I just have one more question.
What?
Is Grandma still locked in the closet?